Since the very first days of space exploration, Jupiter has always been one of the most fascinating objects in our solar system. The largest planet by far, Jupiter is a gas giant made up mostly of hydrogen and helium. It has a diameter of almost 100,000 kilometers and is 2.5 times the size of all the other planets in the solar system combined. And yet, despite its size, Jupiter only has about 1/10 the mass of our Sun. Jupiter is also home to some of the most violent weather in the solar system. The planet has huge storms that can span hundreds of thousands of kilometers, and the winds in these storms can reach speeds of up to 600 kilometers per hour. So what is the cause of this severe weather on Jupiter, and why is it crucial that we comprehend what is happening to the gas giant? Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and its size and mass are truly staggering. Our ancestors knew about Jupiter's size, but today, we have advanced technologies that allow us to learn much more about the gas giant. Jupiter is incredibly important to the study of our solar system, and its role in our planet's future is of great interest to astronomers. The latest data we have shows that something strange is happening on Jupiter right now. This is of great concern to scientists, as Jupiter plays a critical role in the stability of our solar system. Now, Jupiter orbits relatively close to the inner solar system, where the concentration of asteroids is highest. Consequently, Jupiter has been hit by a number of large asteroids that would have posed a serious threat to the Earth if they had hit us instead. The most famous of these is Shoemaker-Levy 9, which broke into a string of fragments as it entered Jupiter's atmosphere in 1994. However, Jupiter's gravity doesn't always have a positive effect on the Earth. Together with the gravity of Venus, Jupiter affects the Earth's climate. The changes in the Earth's orbit that are caused by the combined gravity of Jupiter and Venus, known as the Milankovitch cycles, are thought to be a major factor in the Earth's ice ages. Every 405,000 years, the Earth's orbit around the Sun changes shape. This change is caused by the influence of the other planets in our solar system, specifically Jupiter and Venus. When the Earth's orbit is elongated, we experience colder winters and hotter summers. This also leads to more extreme weather conditions like droughts and floods. Now the question remains, what is the odd occurrence taking place with Jupiter? Its most famous storm, the Great Red Spot, seems to be shrinking, and we have no prediction of how this will impact the planet. The Great Red Spot is a vast anticyclonic storm on Jupiter. The Great Red Spot was first observed by astronomers in 1665, and it has been raging for at least 400 years. The storm is big enough to fit 2 or 3 Earths inside it, and since it is an anticyclone, it has winds that rotate in the opposite direction of the planet's rotation. The Great Red Spot is a huge storm, but it is not the only one on Jupiter. In fact, the planet has a total of 4 giant anticyclones. These anticyclones are so big that they can be seen from Earth with a telescope. For years, scientists have been trying to determine what gives this storm its unique hue. Some believe that it is due to sophisticated organic molecules that are lifted from inside the planet into the upper layers of the atmosphere by the cyclone. Others believe that the storm is not actually very red, and that what we see is simply a result of sunlight splitting up various chemicals in the upper atmosphere of the anticyclone. Another enigma is why the anticyclone persists for such an extensive period. Some scientists believe it is attributed to Jupiter's composition of mostly hydrogen and helium. The gas giant doesn't have a solid surface to frictionally weaken the storm like the Earth does. Friction reduces wind velocity near the Earth's surface, thereby slowing down storms. However, other planets in our solar system, such as Saturn, aren't rocky like Earth. The Great White Spot, our largest storm on Saturn, spans several thousand kilometers. You can observe it as a white oval through a telescope. This spot materializes every 30 years before abruptly disappearing without a trace. In 1989, the large dark spot on Neptune was discovered. This spot was different than any other storm on Neptune because of its size and the speed of the wind around it. The wind reached supersonic speeds of up to 2,400 kilometers per hour, which is much faster than any other storm on Neptune. The large dark spot was constantly changing its shape and size, which made it clear that the storm was not going to subside. However, in 1994, the storm suddenly disappeared. Scientists believe that the Juno spacecraft data, which was collected in 2019, can help provide insight into the nature of the Great Red Spot on Jupiter. Using Juno's data, scientists were able to create a 3-dimensional model of Jupiter. This model showed that the Great Red Spot extends much deeper than previously thought. On Earth, we would never see a storm like the one on Jupiter. For one thing, it is 500 kilometers deep, which is 50 to 100 times deeper than the Earth's oceans. Secondly, the storm is powered by atmospheric jets that go far deeper, about 3,000 kilometers. These jets are made of ammonia gas, which is very different from the way things happen on Earth. On our planet, atmospheric phenomena are largely driven by water, clouds, condensation, and sunlight. The Juno spacecraft passing over the Great Red Spot was like driving a car on a road full of potholes. Radio waves reaching Earth were slightly compressed and stretched. Thanks to this effect, scientists picked up tiny tremors of 0.01 millimeters per second and were able to calculate the gravity inside the storm. It turned out to be so strong, as if a mysterious planet was hiding at the bottom of the anticyclone. But of course, scientists didn't find any planet there, only a gas surface. In the meantime, recent observations from the Hubble Space Telescope show that the storm has changed shape from oval to round and shrunk significantly. Previously, the monstrous storm was large enough to fit 3 piles of Earth inside, but now only 1 can. You can see how the Great Red Spot has shrunk in just 19 years by comparing these images from the Hubble telescope from 1995, 2009, and 2014. Recently, the storm on Jupiter has been gradually shrinking, and scientists are unsure as to why this is happening. One possibility is that something in the planet's atmosphere is killing the storm. Another possibility is that an unknown force is tearing it apart. However, the most likely explanation is that the Great Red Spot is simply converging with smaller storms. Regardless of the cause, this is a natural phenomenon for Jupiter's complex atmosphere. On Jupiter, the 2 types of cyclones, anticyclones and cyclones, are attracted to each other. However, when they meet, they rotate in opposite directions and are scattered in different directions. Now, if the Great Red Spot disappears, it could have a big impact on Jupiter. The storm is preventing some irreversible processes from happening, and without it, these processes could occur. Only time will tell what would happen to Jupiter when the Great Red Spot is gone. Assuming the Hubble telescope's data is accurate, the average wind speed around the red spot increased by 8% from 2009 to 2020. This suggests the anticyclone isn't losing momentum and could grow again. There's also the potential for it to be replaced by another storm. In 2000, 3 small oval white vortexes merged together. Then, at the end of 2005, a new hurricane turned red. Astronomers refer to it as the Small Red Spot. The Small Red Spot and the Great Red Spot had a slight collision in 2006, but it wasn't significant enough to affect either whirlwind noticeably. What does the future hold for Jupiter's 2 biggest storms? NASA's Juno spacecraft will continue to monitor the planet's magnetosphere and polar cyclones, as well as the Great Red Spot for the next 5 years. With the help of the Hubble and Webb space telescopes, as well as many ground-based observatories, scientists will continue to study Jupiter and look for answers to some of the big questions about the gas giant. What else could be discovered? Only time will tell. And there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more great content like this, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. See you next time.